flow right with that word that our debt has already been paid. Our debts are being paid. Our debt has already been paid.
Yes.
You know, God wants to pour out a blessing on His people, on His children. But He cannot pour a blessing on someone that has idols.
That's right.
And I think the message is going to be today on not getting overwhelmed and not focusing on taking our focus off of what God can do, what Jesus has already done, and getting overwhelmed by cares. Right?
Go ahead and preach it, Aubrey.
But I want us to see something. This is in 1 Kings 18. I want us to see something that keeping God's blessing from happening. And I'm going to read the whole chapter. I think it's so needed right now that we see how this works. It's talking about Elijah. Now there's a drought in the land, and it's because of these idols that this land had. So a long time passed, starting in verse 1 in 1 Kings 18. A long time passed. Then God's word came to Elijah. The drought was now in its third year. Can you imagine it not raining for 3 years here in Louisiana? That'd be a miracle, right? The message, go and present yourself to Ahab. I'm about to make it rain on the country. Elijah set out to present himself to Ahab. The drought in Samaria at the time was most severe. So it was even worse in Samaria. Ahab called for Obadiah, who was in charge of the place. Obadiah feared God. He was very devout. Earlier, when Jezebel had tried to kill off all the prophets of God, Obadiah had hidden away 100 of them in 2 caves, 50 in a cave, and then supplied them with food and water. Ahab ordered Obadiah, go through the country, locate every spring and every stream. Let's see if we can find enough grass to keep our horses and mules from dying. So they divided the country between them for the search. Ahab went one way, Obadiah the other. Do you see how even in this drought they're looking for resources where they can? Isn't that how we are? We're in a drought and we're looking for other resources to see how we can preserve our